Oh, there's a lot of questions, isn't there? A lot of
I
questions.
know.
Is there?
Half of them are from last week, I think.
Only one of them is from last week.
Technically, it was from the week
anyway.
before.
We're live, by the way. Do not say
Hey,
shit or bugger.
Oh, fucking hell, every fucking time. We've waited all this time. Go on, Fraser,
Hey.
start.
Anytime now.
Anytime. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 318 for April the 24th, 2026. My name is Fraser. I'm joined on my left by Pilch.
Hello.
On my right by Neil.
All right.
And above me by Dave.
Hello.
Not on the stream.
Right? On my
You're
screen.
above Dave on the stream.
Ah, right on. Well, either way works for me. Thanks for joining us. Hope everyone is well. Welcome back for another exciting episode, page turner of the Seal Podcast. Whatever it is we do here. Good to be back, he says with gritted teeth. Just kidding. Everything is good.
God.
Everyone all right? All right. What
Yeah.
you guarding about, Neil? What's wrong? Come on, Neil. Talk us through it.
The Fantasy Premier League just went. It's fucked up. It was when I tried to get. Oh, it wants me to sign in.
Jeez. All right. Good. Okay. Well, thanks for that. Welcome to the show, everyone. I don't think there's anything else we need to waffle about before we get straight into the football, which I don't really particularly want to talk about this week, but I'm going to.
There's I can't put anything on the screen. This is not working. The website's fucking saying error all the time, so I can't get the table up to show you that I got fucking loads of points last week. Well, I couldn't tell you that anyway because there's a game going on right now.
All right, you're brilliant. Come on, let's go.
What?
Tell us how great you are.
Well, I got top score last week.
123 points.
132, I think I find.
Oh, sorry. All right.
On my free hit. Do you know what the key to that was?
I don't know.
Double game.
Picked all the players that scored points.
Well, there was that, but there's one particular team that I didn't put in my 11 that were playing twice. Who do you think that was?
Do they dress in blue?
They do.
In their home games? Yes.
Yeah. Didn't put any Chelsea players in my team because they were shit.
Oh, shit.
They suck balls. But they're sucking balls at 7th in the table. So there you go.
For now.
For now. Don't worry, we got that new manager bounce coming.
The new manager you've already had once this year. When you got rid of the last manager.
Ay, caramba.
He didn't get beat in his one game that he
7th.
played anyway. Yeah. So anyway,
shit show.
Your form is literally about a point better than Spurs, I think, over the last 5 games or something.
Oh, it's shocking. I think we what have we got? 1 draw out of the last 7 or something.
We've lost 5. Is it 5 in a row?
I think we won against Port Vale.
Games.
Yeah.
It's been shocking. So I went and looked at the form and went, I'm not picking any of their players because I was listening to do my usual, listen to all the fucking shows. Not all of them, I only listened to like 2. And it was like, oh, João Pedro, where loads of people got João Pedro. You have to have João Pedro in your fucking team. I was like, well, I ain't putting him in my fucking team because he's done fuck all for weeks. And they've been shit. So, anyway, I did pick well. There was a couple of bummers because I took a Bournemouth player out that I've had in my team for ages. He's not really been doing it. So I put someone else in. I put Creepy in because I haven't had him. I took out Ryan and put in Alex Scott. And Ryan's got an assist and a goal in 2 games, and Alex Scott got 3 points or something. So I was like, could have been better. But I'm pretty happy. I went up to 33,000 from 77,000. So that's the first time I've gone up in the league overall in fucking ages. So that was good. Elusive Man beat you in the head-to-head, I can remember, because he posted it in Discord.
Yep.
I won my head-to-head game.
You got, man, you're always doing something right when people are posting their scores when they've beaten you. And that's when you know that you're the real deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh. I wouldn't know. Obviously not the real deal, because no one's ever done that to me.
Oh, mate, I got beat on my head-to-head.
You did, by a point or 2, wasn't it? And you had 120 odd points.
Yeah, I just looked.
Yeah, I did see that, actually.
I must have been good. I was like, yeah, Adam, your son beat me by 2 points. Fuck's sake.
Well,
can't
he's
categorize
got
tonight.
the he's got the Sunderland goalkeeper this week on his free hit, so that's not going too well straight away. So,
120 points. Well done, Dave. Though that's got to be one of your
That's good.
highest ever scores, hasn't it?
Yeah. Did good. I didn't get the the change in before this week though, so this week's not going to be so good.
If only someone told you earlier that it was
I know.
happening.
Yeah.
I literally have to message you privately, do I? I'll put an announcement on the Discord.
No, I know. I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll definitely pick up on that. And then I fell asleep. And then,
Well,
yeah, I woke up about 15 minutes ago.
I put Ollie Watkins in this week. That
You're
was my
still going
one
to
change.
get. Yeah, I put Watkins in, and is that Simmons? Xavi Simmons is his name.
Xavi Simmons.
Xavi Simmons.
Spurs player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him in this week.
Yeah, I've only got Van der Ven.
He looks like he could do some damage to people.
He could.
He looks up for it.
Van der Ven hat trick.
I'm annoyed because Okafor, I was like, yeah, okay, Okafor could be a good shout here. I know you did. And I saw you put Jurek. I know, but I didn't. Yeah, on my bench. Yeah, yeah, it's fucked up. It was one of those weeks where it's just nothing. I mean, I did.
You made good choices, but a bad 11, I guess. Your 15 was good, but your 11 was not the best 11 you could have had.
No, not at all. So
I've got about 9 players not playing this week.
Oh yeah,
about
Dave,
9.
you're gonna get. Dave should get 10 out. If
have you not done anything?
Well, I couldn't. I've got nothing.
Well, you could have done what Fraser's Victor. What do we call that? Fraser's. I don't know, whatever. He one who beat Fraser last week, Elusive Man. He just took like a -20 to make loads of changes for this week.
Did he? Well, yeah. I'll bet. Yeah, well, I'll bet my.
He did put some Forest players in, so he's already up.
No, I've got 3 Chelsea players, 3 City players, 3 Brighton players. None of which are playing. Yeah, that's because I put them all in last week because they were got double game.
Did you not notice that they weren't playing this week when you did that?
Yes. My plan was to get a haul of points this week, and I got, what did I get? 48?
Was it?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all you got last week?
Oh, it might have been 68. I beat the average. What was the average?
The average was quite high because a lot of people got over 100.
Yeah. I think I got 68, but I was still one of the lowest.
Yeah, you got 68. The average was 66.
Oh, that's all right. That's quite low, actually. I'm surprised. The average, what did I hear? The average triple captain score for last week was in the 90s. The average free hit was around 100, and the average bench boost was about 105 or something. So if you beat
bench boost was where it was at.
Well, I beat everyone, but I beat loads of people in the community that are playing bench boost because they all had fucking Chelsea players who were shit. So, you know, I got lucky. I went wildly differential.
Yep.
For my thing, and it actually paid off. Whereas this week I'm back to boring, so I'll probably be doing shit this week.
Well, one can only hope. But well done for last week.
It was nice. It felt good last week.
Good.
Look at that size of that fucker.
Is that a fly?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you done that, Mr. Miyagi? All right, Mr. Miyagi over there.
Chuck it out the window.
All right, run us through the tables then.
I can't because they're not fucking working. The website's fucked.
All right. Okay. What the
actual FPL website kept saying there was an error, and it wouldn't load.
You're third, Fraser. That's all you need to know.
Neil's still top. Anthony Stevens has overtaken me into second. I'm third. Luch is fourth. Adam is up to, or I don't know if he's up to fifth, but he's in fifth now. Followed by Mark Allport, Chris Jackson, Andrew Cox, Lewis, and Louise to 10th. Anyone under 10th? Should I just go through it? Beautiful. Look, you can go fucking check out the tables. Everyone's in it. You know it. You only get a mention in top 10. Yes.
Why is it not working?
We also have the head-to-head. I'll go through the head-to-head then, if you like. Seal Pods, big head mode. So let's have a look. League Seal Pods. Sorry, everyone, bear with me. Game week 33.
See, you don't know how. See, you're now finding what it's like to try and do this.
Daisy Reed lost to Lewis, 51-56. Mark Allport smashed Gary Defoe. Pilch was 68, still beat Mike Redmond. That's shocking, Mike. Come on, 40 points.
Well,
Jesus.
Mike Redmond's having a good week so far tonight. I can tell you that.
He's probably got some forest
He's full of
players in
forest.
there. Yeah, I know. I got pipped to the post by Elusive Man by 3 points. Well done. Lou beat Chris Jackson. Kev beat the average. Neil smashed Christian Barkley 132 to 110.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean 22 points above him, and he's still got 110. That's pretty. Wow,
Sumi's in the chat, and he says, "Here comes the Sunderland comeback."
Dave scored 120 against Adams 122. That's an unlucky loss there, David, but great score anyway. Very proud of you there, my friend. Luch beat David Kinzit 109 to 100, and Andy Cox beat Chipper Spice, who is in what I understand to be falling free fall right now. She says she had Chipper threw something in the show comments.
She missed the deadline. So
yeah, she missed the deadline. So
she said she was in the relegation zone.
Chipper runs very hot and cold. It seems she's got quite the she's got what some might call a differential layout, right? Which
sometimes it comes off.
Yeah, sometimes it does, and sometimes it don't.
And when you score
she's
points,
got gooners in her team, and they're doing shit all of a sudden.
Yes, that'll be it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they are still second in the league. They're well shit.
Any more football?
FA Cup semi-finals this weekend. Are you all excited about that?
I wouldn't mind watching it. I got to figure out a way to get it.
Man City, Southampton. Who are Gooners playing?
Don't know.
Oh, it's Chelsea. No, it's not Gooners, is it?
Chelsea are playing Leeds.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is picked as a bit of a grudge match, but I mean the grudge match comes from 1970, so I don't know how much of a grudge match it's going to be, but we'll see.
Rivals. You can't have new rivals, can you?
They say the 1970 match is one of the most violent matches of all time.
Really?
Well, maybe not the most violent of all time. I bet it's not nowhere near, but it's a terrible match. The discipline.
I've watched a match which was insane, where I think it's from Brazil, and literally, like everyone on the pitch is having a fucking massive fist fight.
Oh, yeah.
It was absolutely mental.
Did anybody do any flying kicks? I love to see.
Yeah, there was all sorts of shit. It was just absolutely insane.
Nice. All right. Okay. Well, let's move on then. If we're done with football, unless anybody has anything to add. Anyone?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, good. Let's move on to listener stuff then. Mind Tainted Brain, we owe him an answer from last week. We missed your question. We apologize.
Because he put it in early. He did put it in early so that we wouldn't miss it. And then
You're blaming him.
I'm not blaming him. I'm going to blame Dave. Because Dave was the one who was copy and pasted all the stuff in the chat. I didn't fucking do that one.
He put it in when we were still doing the show 2 weeks ago.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did. Have a look at the timestamp. He put it in 2 weeks ago. Last week, he'd already put it in for a week. No, it wasn't. He put it in. It weren't, because that's why he missed it, because it was on last week's show, and it was after you asked for more questions.
No, that was something else. That was someone else that did that. That was the
all right.
one
Can we stop?
Anyway.
Can we stop arguing like the veteran gamers and just get on with it?
We can't.
Okay. I'm sorry that somebody threw some shade on you there, Dave. But
well, it was his fault.
Let's not play. Let's not play the blame game. I would never do that. Okay. He says, okay, a question for you. A bit early, I know, but time zones, and I'll probably forget to post later. So you all seem to have a lot of subscriptions: Game Pass, PS Plus, Apple, Netflix, Hulu, Sky, and not forgetting Pilch's travel insurance. Roughly how much are you all paying per month? Scary thought, I know. Me, I have PS Plus, about £12 per month, and a mobile phone that costs me about a tenner a month. Anyway, thanks for the podcasts, and I enjoyed the new spin-off last week, batteries included. I can see the confusion on Dave's face, which is good, because I don't know what he's talking about there.
Well, I do, because that was the episode where it was just me and Dave, and we were waffling about fucking battery and solar and all sorts.
Why did your mic sound a little bit funnier today? It doesn't sound as deep and as full.
Oh, it's probably on the wrong fucking mic.
All right. Just asking.
You just
Well,
now you
so-
tell me.
I did a little tot up.
Ah,
wasn't as bad
nice.
as I thought. Because I
So-
saw this
so-
2 weeks ago, this question.
Yeah, it turns out look,
So-
you can prep for the show.
So, I've got. I sorted out my account on my broadband. By the way, there was some backroom error on the account that stopped me from upgrading. So now I'm
Okay.
getting my broadband for £37 a month cheaper than I was. So
Fantastic. Right. Just going to let you
my
know,
broadband.
if anybody mentions anything more about broadband, except for just quickly telling us how much you pay, I'm kicking you off the show. And
This is
that's it. Game
my
over. I don't care.
question.
I don't
This
want to
is the
hear.
answer.
All I want to know is the prices. I don't want to hear any more about
Right.
broadband services.
Broadband £60.
Ooh.
Right. So my TV subscription with EE is also £60. But with that, I get Sky Sports, TNT Sports, Sky Cinema Movies, whatever they call it now, Sky Entertainment, Netflix, HBO Max, and Discovery Channel.
YouPorn.
All that is for £60.
Brilliant.
Then my phone bill is £28 for my mobile phone. But with that, I get Apple One, which is Apple TV, Apple Music.
Fitness. Fitness Plus.
No, you don't get fitness.
Well, obviously.
Apple Arcade. But I also get, which I haven't been paying for since I subscribed to it,
Don't tell anyone.
Game Pass. I've never been billed for it since I subscribed to it. I'm still getting it through EE, and I haven't paid a penny.
Nice.
So all of that. Oh, and me watch subscription, which is normally £6 a month because I've got cellular and something else. Oh, international, worldwide calls. That is £28. I don't pay for anything else separate apart from Amazon. So altogether, I'm paying £138, and I've pretty much got everything.
Nice.
And that includes my phone bill and me broadband.
Right on.
So it wasn't as horrendous as I was thinking it was going to be.
I don't think mine is super horrendous. I pay. I'll just round it down into pounds just to make it simpler. But I think my broadband costs me about £60, and my phone probably costs about £40. And they're paid. That's company anyway, so it's a moot point. We subscribe to Netflix. Hey, what's that?
Company for your broadband?
Well, I work from home, so.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise you're fully working from home. I thought you just like, I can't be asked to go into the office today.
No, I work from home, so there's a portion of my office that gets paid for that. But subscriptions, Netflix. I buy Game Pass every year. I have a friend who works for Microsoft, so I get a friends and family discount on that. So I probably pay 60% of the costs. I think works out as that's what it is. I don't know if I'll renew. Every year I say I'm not going to renew it, but in the allure of cheaper Game Pass. Amazon Prime, my wife has. But I don't think there's much more than that. I try definitely, like, if we get Disney Plus, it's only on a month, just watch what we want and then axe it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'm really, really sensitive to monthly payments. I think it's death by 1,000 cuts if you're not careful. So, but that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same as you. Just I've got Netflix, Amazon Prime, Game Pass is on my internet, and I pay £40 a month for internet as well. So I try and keep minimal. I hate subscription services. I hate them. I'm trying to get rid of Netflix, but the missus and little one, no matter what I do, they have to like. So it's on like the minimum, the £5 or £6 one with adverts and stuff. There's like
even that won't stop them.
No, I know. It's like
Make it as shit as possible, and they still want it.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'd like to get rid of Netflix, but my wife does watch it. You know, if it's getting used, fine, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's yeah. No, my sister, she had a look the other day, and she pays for all of her kids' subscriptions, and there's like 3 different Spotify subscriptions for like the
It's
tenner
family
each.
Spotify.
Oh god, I
I
forgot
know,
about
but
Spotify.
they've all added like separately and like just put it on a card and stuff. And like she said she went through the other day, and there's like 15 different things, and most of the things that the kids weren't using and stuff. It's just like just got added up. There's like, oh, can I get a free subscription to this, or can I get this? And I was like, yeah, okay. And then
It rolls on.
It rolls on, and then it goes up to the premium package, and yeah. So she said,
well, we had one this week where I got an email saying we're about to renew your Dropbox subscription because my wife was using Dropbox, and it was like $160 or something like that. And
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
so she's not using Dropbox anymore.
Dropbox has been cancelled. Yeah.
Well, you put in all your Dropbox stuff now, then.
Well, there was nothing in there to warrant. You know, she changed the way that she was doing business anyway, so we really didn't need it. And they're like, well, if you don't subscribe, we're only going to give you 10 gig. I just went in and went, well, I'll take out that video file and I'll take out that and da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm under 10 gig. All right, now you can go fuck yourselves.
We're on the free plan now.
Yes, they didn't like that. They sent me a lot of fucking things to try and stop me doing that. They kept doing that thing, are you sure? And then you press yes, and they go, are you really sure?
You'll be missing out on all of this stuff if you say yes.
And then they go to we'll give you 25% off. No.
Continue to cancel.
Yes, so that was satisfying. What about you, Neil?
Well, strapping. My broadband's just gone up.
He wasn't very forthcoming with his information. Did you notice that? So it's a come to Jesus moment. Let's go.
My broadband, which includes TNT Sports only, is £84. I've just seen, which is a bit depressing. My mobile is £16.50 or something now. I pay for my son's.
That's all right, isn't it?
It's all right. It's unlimited data, unlimited text, unlimited calls. Fuck knows what else. It's fully unlimited, and it actually works everywhere generally. It's EE rather than others that are shit. That say that you get all the shit and then you can't do anything with it anyway. I'm paying £36 for Sky at the minute with sports, movies, and TV. Another tenner on Netflix, mid-tier or whatever, HD. Amazon Prime, pay a yearly. PS Plus, I do yearly extra. Got that usually when it's like on the November Friday, Black Friday, 75% off, 75% of normal price. I buy my PlayStation credit at 14% discount as well, so I try and get it down as much as possible. I've got fucking Nintendo Switch Online. I've got Game Pass, which I don't actually pay for at the moment because I've done all the rewards points. So I've had Game Pass for fuck knows how long without paying for it.
Are you still doing that? Still getting it free?
Yeah, well, they've obviously, and now I don't need to save quite as many reward points to get it, thankfully.
How much is the Nintendo service?
30 odd quid a year.
Yeah, that's all right.
And that's like you get the NES, SNES, GameCube, whatever, all that shit.
Yeah,
and I got all the upgrades.
Expansion passes.
Yeah, I got the the upgrades to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and all that. What else have I got? Oh, Disney Plus we do on a club card voucher, so it's not real money. Because it doesn't really cost me anything.
Is it Mickey Mouse money?
Every time, every time I'm running out of, like, I get a voucher running out, it's like, well, I guess we're getting Disney Plus for 3 months then.
What? You get vouchers that are running out?
They last the club card vouchers. Years. Yeah, exactly. Well, it gets to a point, it's like one's running out, so it's time for Disney Plus again then for the next couple of months.
Do you want a little tip?
What?
If you've got a £20 voucher, buy something for £1.
Yeah,
the £19 goes back onto your vouchers, but you get another 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What else? What did Amazon Prime done? TNT Sports is done. Apple TV we don't have at the minute. I usually wait for there's like 3 months free or whatever, some cheap deal.
So there's a nice build up as well. You know,
yeah.
Apple and Disney, you can stack those. You leave them for a while, let them brew in the background with some good series, and then binge it all. I forgot to throw in my
Mrs. watches it.
My Premier League subscription. I forgot to throw that in there. That's $25.
Oh. Just for the Premier League?
Yeah.
Don't you get any other footy on there?
Yes.
Oh.
I'll tell you what's on there that's interesting. So it's got Serie A and it's got some League One. But I mean, occasionally I'll put on if there's nothing. If it's
you mean
League? Yep. But there's also bare knuckle fighting, which I think I think I've watched it once when I went, I don't really want to watch that.
That's like, this is actually quite sickening.
Awful. Yeah.
It's not even. It's worse than MMA. You got your hockey.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's only 100 quid.
This is what happens. You see, you forget about them, don't you? And then you go, fuck, that's like another 100 odd quid a year.
those ones we forget about because we actually like them and use them, I think.
Yeah. Well, I've got a Microsoft 365 subscription as well.
Oh, yeah.
What's that, 5 or 6 quid a month?
No, well, I pay it yearly. I usually find it. Oh. Well, they fucking really clamped down on it this year because I had an email from them saying we're making changes. So I was like, well, I'm surprised they haven't already been billed the full fucking whack for that. So it's about time I go on Shop2 and all those places to look for a cheap code. And guess what? You can't fucking buy it anymore. Cheap codes for Microsoft 365. I was like, bollocks. So that's hopefully I'll cancel it. And they'll say, oh, what if we give you extra for the such as, because we have it for Excel and all that bollocks for the kid. Well, my son basically now. Yeah, but I have the family membership. And that's where I use their OneDrive for the cloud storage. So we've got quite a lot of photos and shit on the OneDrive. So if we're going to stop that, then we're going to have to fucking move all of that shit somewhere else.
That's how they get you. Yeah.
So
yeah, well, that's what it was like on the Dropbox because we were storing all our photos on the Dropbox. So I bought a portable drive and got everything backed up there.
Well, see, that's what I did. What happened was, this is why we've got cloud storage, is because many, many years ago, when my wife and I lived just on the two of us, we had a little hard drive with all the photos on. And my wife, it was plugged into my wife's laptop on the sofa, and then the hard drive wasn't on the sofa anymore. It was on the floor. It got a bit of a whack and fucked everything, and we lost all of our photos. I was like, that's quite annoying.
Yeah.
So now it's all in the cloud.
Right on.
Well, I could get a NAS like Dave has, or something like that, and store your photos.
I was going to say, yeah, you can
got about 3 PCs not being used. I could probably just fucking put one of them to use storing photos.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's what I do. I bought a Synology N20 Plus, and yep, everything from everyone's mobiles or computers, it's all backed up to there. Literally don't have to think about it. Yeah.
What happens if that fails and gets wrecked or something like that?
Then you have to think about it.
So I've got 4 hard drives in there.
Is it raided?
It's raided, so it's got 1 disk is always spare. So if a drive fails, it goes, oh, the drive failed, and it takes over basically, and then I have to buy a new drive for. But it's called a hot swap. So yeah, that's if the whole thing gets nicked, or then I'm fucked. But but everything's on there's 4 different hard drives covering all the space that I need, and then one of them is always a spare. So
right.
Yeah. So, but I did all that when I moved in. So yeah, that was what, 3 years ago now, nearly 3 years ago. So,
yep.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, I hope that answers
lots of money.
And there's probably all of us probably got 4 or 5 that we've forgotten about. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. It's odd how it is the way of the world these days, but that's what it is. Just wondering, says Game Pass price drop. Was the subscription price getting out of hand? Is the currently reduced price about right, or should it be cheaper? Some people seem to be complaining that Call of Duty will no longer be a day one edition, but failing to do the maths of £6 times 12 saving.
Well, COD's probably going to be £100 game, isn't it? That's the problem, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're definitely going to buy Call of Duty on day one, or want to access it, like Pilch might, it's not so good, I don't think. But if you're not bothered about Call of Duty, then yeah.
I heard they're going to do another new tier or something as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake! See, the thing is with that is that's okay. A lot of people don't pay COD, so they're going to save their £6 a month. What happens when Skyrim comes out in 3 or 4 years' time, and they say, "Well, this year we're not going to put Game Pass up, but you won't be getting Skyrim."
That ain't getting included either, yeah. Or Elder Scrolls 6, you mean, basically.
And guess what? The price will be going up every couple of years, or every year, whatever. So in 2 or 3 years' time, it'll be back up to £23. You won't be getting COD, and guess what? You're not fucking getting Elder Scrolls either, or you're not getting Halo this year.
That's all right. No,
but we're not going to put the price up. Not going to put the price up.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, all them games that they said will be on day one. Microsoft, but things they're half of them be fucking gone.
Yeah, the problem is, and I get it, right? It's business is business, right? And if they can't make it profitable and they have to make changes, and if you can squeeze an extra $50-$60 out of someone who can't wait, I get it. Why wouldn't you do it? The problem is they fucking have completely overpromised and underdelivered all the way over the, or they overpromised, overdelivered at the start. Realize it's not making any fucking money, and now they got it. And now they're.
Let's not forget,
they're not giving
you. Yeah, they're not giving you any cheaper because they whacked it up fucking 4 months ago. All they've done is brought it back down to the level it was 4 months ago, and now they've took COD away. you ain't getting nothing extra.
Well,
you should be saying thank you.
I don't mind how much it is. As someone, the only thing is, like, they could bin off the fucking Fortnite shit. No,
yeah,
I don't pay for it anyway.
I'm not paying for it. No, nor do I.
So,
nor do you.
If they got rid of all that Fortnite shit and dropped it another couple of quid, that would be better.
Well, there you go. So, what's the difference?
Who cares about that shit?
What's the difference between Ultimate and the PC version?
Nothing.
Right.
Other than you need Ultimate for Xbox Live.
Right. So give me the same price as the PC version just for Xbox and get rid of all that Fortnite shit.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a future? Like, it's very. I think it's easy to sort of to look at this and just go, we are still in what do they call it? The Wild West of this shit. No one knows what they're doing, right? None all this is new commercial territory that hasn't existed prior to the previous to 10 years ago, right? They're still figuring it all out. Do you think, like, I can fire up Game Pass and I can tell you that without a shadow of a doubt, there is a ton of games. Like Pilch, what was that game you were talking about last week? Return or Renumerance or something, whatever the fuck. And you went, I turned it on and turned it off in 10 seconds. Yeah. I loaded that up this week and I was like, I'll give it it was off within 10 minutes. There's so many games on there that are story-driven bullshit games I'm just not interested in. So is there a future?
That doesn't mean that other people are.
Let me finish. So is there a future where you have a more tailored experience? That's the problem, right? Game Pass is trying to deliver me a store of games. I don't need a store of games. I only need one shelf of games that I like, Or I need two shelves.
That could be a thing that's happening. I saw something about some people talking about there being more opportunity to tailor your Game Pass experience.
Right. Like, I don't have an issue with not paying for COD.
People go, oh, it's fucking more complicated and all that shit, don't they? And moan. It's like, well, I can deal with complications if it means I get what I actually want.
Right. Right, I don't need to go subscribe to Crunchyroll, right? That's the anime thing. Because I'm not really a big fan of anime. I'll watch them, but I don't need to subscribe to it. Therefore, that's great. It's over there doing its own thing.
What's that about? Why is that a part of Game Pass?
No, but I'm just using it as an example of splitting, right? So I have, Netflix doesn't have a massive anime selection, but if I'm really into my anime, I can go over here and I subscribe to Crunchyroll. You know, my Premier League is over here. That's what I want, and it's all I want. Okay, I get some bare knuckle fighting in there as well, and a bit of League, right? But whatever. So why do I need Game Pass? It gives me everything and tons of shit I'm not interested in, and it's fucking expensive, right?
Yeah, it's the same as with the NFL, the NHL. I only pay for the ice hockey. There's shit tons of stuff on Dizan. They charge you 60 quid a month, but I only pay for the hockey. It's 100 quid a year, and that's all I want.
Is that where you get that as well?
Yeah.
Or is that got its own thing?
It's it's through them, but it's on its own. Once you open the app, you go straight to.
Yeah, you can like pick and choose which ones you want, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can have the NFL subscription. You only watch the NFL. You
well,
watch
on Apple TV, they've got MLS.
Yes,
so I assume that's right. Incredibly popular.
It's the same thing. They own that. That's on their platform, and
they have to pay extra,
whatever you want to call it.
You have to pay extra on top of Apple TV. You have to pay extra to watch fucking American soccer.
No, you don't. If you haven't got Apple TV, you don't have to pay for Apple TV. You can still subscribe.
Just pay for MLS. Who the fuck's doing?
Yeah, people that like Major League Soccer, possibly.
Not many of them around.
How many people in the UK are paying for the ice hockey? Probably not many. That's why it's 100 quid a year. If every cunt wanted to watch it, it'd be 60 quid a week. So I'm fucking laughing. 100 quid for 1,000 games.
You can't watch 1,000 games.
I watch a lot. 3 a week at least.
Well, that's like Sky telling me there's 300 games of football every year, Premier League football, but like fucking 100 of them are all at the same time. So
we're derailing a bit here, but the point is, right? You know, to have a more tailored service, you know, Game Pass itself is is a bloated service. I would say, you know, in my opinion, because there's so much on there that I'm not interested in.
Yeah, but is there stuff that you are interested in?
Yes.
Okay, so it's you could just buy that stuff, I guess, without paying for Game Pass.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's your option, isn't it, at the minute? But I do think I heard some people suggesting there may be a bit more of a tailored experience coming to Game Pass.
Well, I don't even think. But sorry, and just one more point: does it have to be Game Pass? Right? Why am I relying on Game Pass to deliver me this shit? I guess it's because we're talking about playing it on
Xbox.
On Xbox, but I don't know. It just seems the landscape is saying. Sorry, Pilch, you were going to say something.
Well, the way I looked at it originally when it came out was, I'm going to buy COD, I'm going to buy Forza, I'm going to buy Halo. Them 3 games, when it was 60 quid, would have been £180. It was £10 a month for Game Pass. So I was paying for them games anyway, and then I got all these games on top. If they start taking away the AAA games, I'm going to look at it and think, all I've got left now is that fucking shit I played for 5 minutes last week. That's when I'll stop paying for it.
What did you play last week?
You played a bit of it, didn't you? Reverb or Revive or something that was called, wasn't it?
This is not ringing any fucking bells.
I can't remember what it was. I was going to say Returnal, but it's not Returnal.
It's definitely not Returnal. That's on PlayStation. See, the PlayStation Plus, I play for the extra, which is the mid one. So because now obviously on consoles you have to. Originally, PS Plus was just games, wasn't it? Remember, because online was free on PlayStation, and Xbox has always charged for the online multiplayer. And then they started to bundle games in when PlayStation were doing the games, and they suddenly started charging for multiplayer as well. But you were getting games, so it all started from there, basically. All this Game Pass, I guess, that's when it was born. This idea was like, well, if we charge a bit more and just chuck in a few games, then maybe people will pay more. But I can't remember why I started talking about this now.
So from my perspective, they use Game Pass to try and sell consoles. They're like, look at all these games that you can have. Get an Xbox, sign up for Game Pass. You've got access to however many games, thousands of games.
Yeah.
So as a sell point, it's a great value. But when you're 45 plus and you've got a few games that you want to play that occasionally come out, and new ones occasionally come out on the service, it's not for us. Because we will just buy the games that we want. But if you're a 15-year-old kid, who's been given access to Game Pass because their parents have thought, fuck it, I'll just buy them a year's subscription. Brilliant. You never get bored. It's only because we lack of time versus
money rich, time poor. Right.
Yeah.
Not exactly rich
So
money, but you know.
if I was a kid again, like brilliant. I was buying like one.
I don't know about the
game a
kids. I
month
don't
to play.
think it's for kids. If I don't
Brilliant.
know, I've got. It's only anecdotal, obviously, but my boy, he does play F1 through Game Pass. He does play Football Manager through Game Pass.
Mhm.
Other than that, he plays Fortnite, Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege. He's like multiplayer all the way, and you know what the common theme there is? They're all fucking free.
Yeah.
And with optional
That wasn't
payments.
the case a couple of years ago.
No, but it is now.
No, and that's the thing about this landscape changing, right? I just think these big behemoth companies, they just can't keep up. You know, I think PlayStation's going to come a cropper soon, when you know, at some point.
I think they're all right, to be honest.
Well,
they've got. It's still cool, PlayStation.
I'm not saying now. I'm saying at some point in the future.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
I could see that closed ecosystem. I think it has a lifespan. I honestly can't. At some point, things are changing so fast in the way that kids play games, and the way that these companies need to monetize.
They're the generations that's going to cause the problem. My son and younger, their generation are the ones they're the problem for the big companies because they just play free games all the fucking time.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't mind paying for. I was going to say it was the PS Plus Extra, which is the mid one. That's like less than £100 for a year. I don't get brand new PlayStation games day one. I don't buy brand new PlayStation games day one either. So I'm not really losing anything. And I get loads of fucking games through PlayStation. I don't play that many of them, but it's not that expensive. It's like it's like £8 a month or whatever. Like, well, if I play like the game that I've been playing, I've done 24 hours in it. In a few weeks. That's fucking
so you
loads.
Yeah.
So
if you can get the thing is, if you can get value out of it, that's like we were saying earlier. If you get value out of the service, then the price is fine. You know, but if you're not getting value out of the service, the service is either not for you or it's too expensive.
I would like to get my son off of Ultimate Game Pass and get him to play on a PlayStation, because I'm happy to play PlayStation Plus, because all the games that he does actually, like there's FIFA and there's NBA 2K basically that they play together, that he has to play on a console, otherwise they can't all play together. I was like, if that all worked PC cross-platform, I'd be like, fuck it. Xbox Ultimate's fucked off. We're just doing PC Game Pass now. It's like nearly half the price, because you don't have to play for their online multiplayer bollocks if you've got PC. That proportion of the cost is gone. I'm quite happy to play for PC Game Pass and PS Plus Extra and not have Ultimate. That would be ideal for me, but there's a couple of games that he plays on his Xbox that need the fucking online, like FIFA basically, or whatever it's called, EA Sports FC.
Yeah.
But if I could move him onto PlayStation to play that, then I could just play for PC Game Pass instead, and I'd be happy with that. I just have to buy him a fucking PlayStation, which would now be insanely expensive.
Or you could just cut it all off and tell him if he wants anything, he's got to pay for it himself.
Well,
Has he got a job?
Yeah. No, he's not got a job.
Why not? How old is he?
He's 17.
Fucking hell!
I referred back to my previous question.
Right. Well, yeah. I don't think he could have a job right now. He's still got a lot of medical things that need managing, which means it's awkward.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, just wondering. I hope that helps or answers your question. Helps. Ain't gonna help shit, is it? Let's move on to Chipper Spice. She says, just saw on another channel someone calling AI the plague. I think they may have a valid point? ?
You know, I love AI.
I don't know. The plague? I don't think so. I think it's just another tool. We need to learn how to use and learn how to regulate and figure
I'm
out.
Sure, I'm sure people were thinking about steam energy, steam engines when they were working on the farm. And
Dude,
bloody...
they were in there. They had people going in and smashing the looms, right, where they were making cloth.
That will never take off. Steaming our jobs.
We should. Well, it's all right. They won't be. AI won't take my job, but it might take yours.
I don't know whether it could take my job. Probably. Hopefully.
The only job's going to be left are shit jobs. Hooray!
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think it's the plague at all. I think we just need to be careful. The big problem
when
is
you're humming along to the latest AI hit, don't come crying to me.
If it's good music, it's good music. If my brain says I like it.
Have you heard some of it? Have you actually sat and it's shit?
The only stuff I've heard is the rude 1950s music that Fraser posted to us, and then once I'd watched that, then loads more of them have fucking appeared in my timeline, obviously.
I forgot about those. Yeah, that was funny.
I take it up the sphincter or whatever. In like
it was a little bit more. It wasn't quite as.
I think it was that I'd take it up the shitter or something.
Yeah, that was it. I was trying not to say it, but there you go.
It's out there, folks, if you want it.
We have to introduce some bleeping into this at some point.
I don't think
so. All right, anybody else got an opinion on AI? And I say that really with just sort of
gritted teeth.
We're hoping they don't. Hoping you don't.
Well, no.
Okay, let's move on then to what we've been doing. Thank you, Chipper. Let's move on to what we've been doing. Oh, look at Neil. What's Neil got on there? Oh, Pilch has got a ton of stuff on there. Who wants to go first?
Go on then, Pilch. Get on with it.
Go on then, Pilch.
Okay, I'll go. I've got a look and see what I actually put.
It was your fucking birthday.
Oh, yeah, it's my birthday. Right, okay. I had a birthday, 54 years old.
Oh, nice.
So that was Sunday. So Saturday I went out for a nice meal with my mum and dad. Had a lovely big burger, about a foot high thing. Very nice. And then...
Did you have a gluten-free bun with your burger? Oh, he's gone. He's got someone talking to him.
I did have a gluten-free bun with my burger.
You've not gone bunless yet, then?
I have had a bunless burger before, but it's just
animal style.
Just wrapped in lettuce, basically.
Like half an iceberg at each end.
So on Sunday...
Sounds all right.
Sunday was my birthday. We went up to London. Met Daisy. She's in Canterbury. We met her in London, and she come up on a different train. Me, Lisa, and Jack went, and we parked in Stratford.
The enemy territory.
Yeah, I always spit on that as I go past. Parked in Stratford. Got on the tube. Went into. It's at Soho. So we went to Soho for this, and we went to Bodine's. Yes. So we drove and parked at Stratford, and when you go into Stratford, usually the AMP cameras reads your number plate, opens up the barrier, in you go. Then when you come out, it reads your number plate again, charges you for how much you've been in there. You pay your 6, 7, 12 quid, whatever, opens a barrier, off you go. So the barrier didn't recognise Lisa's number plate, so we had to get a physical ticket out of the machine. They got the machines there; it's not a problem. When you've come back, once we came back from London, we gets back to the car park. Lisa puts the ticket in the machine. This ticket is unreadable. Oh, okay. Presses the little button. Please press this button for help. Presses the button. Hello, how can I help you? Oh, we bought a ticket earlier because it didn't read the number plate. Ticket's saying it's unreadable. Oh, that's okay. Just drive down. When you get down there, I'll read your plate. Be fine. Don't worry about your ticket. Gets in the car, goes to the exit, pulls up to the machine, flashes up Lisa's number plate. Price comes up. £728.
Bargain.
Turns out She went there 2 weeks ago, and it didn't read a fucking number plate then either.
Oh,
On the way out
So
this time, though.
Yeah, it still thinks she's been in there for 2 weeks. So press the little button again. Man says, "What's the problem? Just spoke to you upstairs. I've still got the ticket. It's saying £728. He goes, "What time's on your ticket?" So he says, "11:30 this morning." Right, okay. Puts it in. It comes up, £7.10 or whatever it was. Thank you very much. Barrier opens, off you go.
Right on.
Well, it still doesn't know she's left the fucking car park, does it? So how much is it going to be next time?
Well, let's see if you can break that. That's
Maybe just give it a couple of years before you go back.
It's got to be above 1,000. Come on.
So I said, this is going to happen again, Lisa. So you'll have to phone someone and tell them, give me a registration. Otherwise,
I had
next
something
time you
similar
come in.
to that. Like I dropped my daughter off at work. She works where my wife works, and I drove my wife's car. So she works for a company called Connells. There's 2 car parks that are very close to each other in the same sort of area. And when I dropped my daughter off, I literally drove into the entrance of a car park, then reversed. I didn't go in the car park. I put my nose on the driveway, sort of on the path, reversed back, and then and went around the corner and dropped her off outside. Later on, I went into a different car park to pick her up. And when I left, it clocked me going into the first car park and out of the second car park and charged me a fee. I was like, they're 2 different fucking car parks. How the fuck do you reckon I did that? Literally, you can't get from that same one car park to the other car park without leaving it. So it's like, well, that's fucking shit, isn't it? These fucking automated processes can fuck off. We need people in charge and know what they're doing.
I don't know if people do know what they're doing.
Well, people who do know what they're doing do know what they're doing. That's what we need. Is people who do know what they're doing.
Some guy in a little booth at the entrance to the car park.
Like in Breaking Bad.
He'll sell you a G of Coke if you ask him, if you know what's what.
Exactly.
Yeah,
bit of crystal meth, you know.
Yeah, lovely. So, only other thing I've been doing, I went to the theatre to watch a show, Comedian.
Speaking of crystal meth.
Has anyone heard of John Kearns?
I feel like I should have done.
He's usually on.
I thought you were going to watch the guy from Strictly, Chris Causland. Was that not we were having a conversation about?
No, that's in September. That is.
All right.
That's at the comedy club just down the road in Dunmo. Going to see him. I'm going to see him, but he won't see me.
Wee.
That's because he's blind, Phrase, by the way.
Who, John Kearns is?
No,
Chris
the other
Causland.
bloke. Chris Causland.
Oh.
John Kearns is a comedian. He's been on things like Cats Does Countdown. He dresses up with a wig, looks like a Friar Tuck wig, and he's got glasses and big teeth.
Oh yeah, we are.
So he plays.
We were talking about this last week, right? Yeah.
We were, yeah. So, and he's just very, very funny. Halfway through his show, he comes out dressed as his character, and halfway through, he took all his stuff off and goes, "Why the fuck did I start all this?" He's sweating. He's got all his stuff on, and you can't follow what he's saying because he's just fucking talking and talking and talking. But all the little bits you keep getting is just hilarious. He's so good. And he had a guy on with him who he's known for like 40 years, went to university with as his little fluffer who come on first, and he was really funny as well. So, and it's only it's only a little old place, like a couple of 100 people in it.
That's all you want.
The Civic Theatre. Yeah, we go to quite a lot, just little ones like that, because I think they're better. But
well, we have a comedy night once a month here. Barnstormers come to Leighton Buzzard, the library theatre. That's a couple of 100 people or whatever in the seats.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this guy is obviously
picking the guys out in the crowd and all that sort of shit.
So I mean, he obviously, I mean, he's known. He's not like, unless you've watched specific programs, you wouldn't know who he was. He's not like a household name, but he's he's a known, you know. But yeah, it's really good. I quite like them small, little, more intimate little sort of places to go and watch shows. I think they're better. But yeah, so that was that. I think that's all I've done this week. Nothing else. Got
Right
some
on.
Who,
DIY.
I was going to say, who booked that? Was that for your birthday?
No, we just booked it.
Oh, right.
Just happened to be.
Around your birthday.
Around the birthday. Yeah.
Was BB your broadband, by the way, in this list?
We're not allowed to talk about that.
Well,
I'm not going to talk about it. It's really
it's
pissed me
sorted
off.
now.
There we
It's
go.
sorted
All right.
now, but it's sorted now. But fuck me, I tell you what.
Can you condense it into like 1 or 2 minutes?
Because I can.
The problem is you've got a partner in crime here, and once the two of you start going about broadband, oh my god!
I'll just let him go.
Right, basically, I was supposed to get all the fancy Dan 7 Wi-Fi 7 routers and shit. And in the end, I just said, just let me keep all the stuff I've got because there's nothing wrong with it. I can get fucking, if I do a speed test on my phone anywhere in this house, I'll get 800 fucking down and 100 up. I don't need to change my shit. Just give me the fucking price that I was going to have when I could have had the deal. So that's what they ended up doing. I've kept all of my equipment. I haven't changed anything. They've just knocked 35 quid a month off my bill.
Probably for the best, right?
Yeah. So I was happy with that. But the technical, so I don't know what the fuck they did, but someone had to go like deep into the fucking program of my account.
Into the matrix.
Yeah.
Do they send someone in full battle gear into the matrix to sort out Pilcher's fucking gremlins or shit?
So even the people said they don't know what the fuck they've done, but there's a note on there to say it's been sorted. It took them a fucking month, but so yeah, it's all been sorted out.
Good.
Now I can leave.
Have you actually paid a month yet? Have you actually had a bill?
Oi!
Because that's when you know it's actually sorted. Is when they actually bill you.
Oi! Stop! This is what happens. Don't answer that. You know. Funny you mentioned Tron because the other day I did watch the third Tron movie, Ares.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
It's better than the second one, isn't
it? I didn't really think much of the second one. I really enjoyed this one. It was completely predictable, and you could see everything that was going to happen. But I thought it was well made. I thought it was really good. What's the dealio with Jared Leto? Do people not? Are we not supposed to like him or something?
Is he the guy? Was he the Joker?
Dave knows. Why?
Oh, he was the Joker, but in the Suicide Squad, wasn't he?
He's just crap. Everything I've seen him in.
Okay, but it's
or
I like that.
Cancelled. Did you? I didn't like.
Well, that's what I'm asking more. Is like, is he cancelled? Because every time I see him in anything, I'm like, he's all right. He seems all right. I'm watching one he's in right now on Netflix. I can't watch it all in one sitting because it's too violent. But it's all about him as an American GI who joins the Yakuza.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
You're right. Yeah, he's all right in it too. So anyway, I'll get you the name of that later.
He's an American actor, singer, musician, and songwriter, born 1971, apparently.
Jared Leto's had a few accusations put against him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But the most annoying thing is, Neil's just pointed out there, his age is in Tron Ares. I'm looking at him going, he's the fucking same age as me. How does he look so good, right? I guess that's Disney magic. Why. That's Disney magic for you, but
there's a lot of makeup involved.
Well, yeah, and probably somewhat healthier lifestyle.
I don't know. It might not be.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? Dave, what you got?
What have I got this week? I finished watching the series called Dark Matter.
Is that the one with that Australian dude?
I'm not sure.
It's on Apple TV.
It's on Apple TV. It is very good. It is so confusing. It's on about alternate realities and things like that. And towards the end, it is complete mind bender. Joel
Edgerton, yeah, he's Australian, isn't he?
He's not related to Taron Edgerton, then, is he?
Different spelling, I think.
Is it?
I started that Dark Matter. I didn't get on with it.
I watched the first episode, I believe, quite a while ago, but I think we ran out of Apple TV shortly afterwards.
It's a really good watch. You've got to stay with it though. It towards the end, it's like, what the hell's going on, kind of thing.
Did you watch For All Mankind on Apple TV?
I've watched the first couple of episodes of the series. I know you watched it all.
I didn't. Well, I watched the first series. I haven't watched it.
I only watched the first series.
I feel like it goes a bit. Oh, I liked the first series, but it goes a bit mad after that.
Yeah. I know they're on like season 4 of that. There is a season 2 coming out of this Dark Matter later on this year, which I'll probably watch. But it's really cool. It's a really interesting concept, Dark Matter, and yeah. But it basically boils down to the guy wasn't happy with his own life, so he went out in search for another life, which doesn't quite work out.
I mean, he just starts to fuck with like quantum physics and time and shit to give himself another life. If he had just decided, fuck this, I'm just going to run away and do a Reggie Perrin or whatever.
Yeah, it'd probably been
a bit more simple.
Yeah. But yeah, really good. Really enjoyed it. So I thought I'd mention that. The only other thing of note I've done this week is I've finally got British Gas to come out and give me a new smart meter.
Get rid of all your asbestos, did you?
Well, story of that is no. But I didn't have asbestos to start with. So the bloke came out. Another engineer looked at it and went, "No, I can't work on that, mate. It's got asbestos fuses in it." I was like, honestly, you've been called out because you're supposed to be the specialist guy that can deal with this. I've had 4 or 5 engineers, everyone coming out. Look, and I've pulled a work order out and go, look, the last bloke came here, and this is the codes of why he couldn't work in it. And he looked at it and went, "Yeah, it looks alright." Who looked at who it was, and it just said British Gas. It's like he didn't even put his fucking name on it. And it
That's a bunch of shysters, aren't they?
So what he said is basically what they can do, what he could do, and he kind of like half done me a favour, half like, he said, if I pull the main breaker fuse out of your electric and it's asbestos, I can't put it back in. So if I pull this out and replace and find out it's asbestos, I've got to leave it at that, and then we've got to get a special guy come in, or accompany a guy with like full suit of asbestos and stuff on. But if I pull it out and it's not, I can do it. I said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "Well, I'm working from home today, so yeah, fucking do it." Like,
So talk me through this. Sorry, Dave, I don't understand. Why is the fuses? So what's the asbestos? Where's this asbestos problem?
So I think the main breaker fuse for the electricity coming off the grid into the house before it even gets to the consumer unit or the board, there's a main breaker.
There's a fucking gigantic fuse.
Yeah.
Where is that?
That is
in your meter cupboard.
Before it hits your meter. So
okay.
So it basically isolates your house from the grid if you need to put it.
Or protects your grid from a power surge through there, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So and these big fuses have asbestos. Are they packed with asbestos or something?
So I don't know. This house was built in the 1950s, and I think it was basically since then. And so they were worried that if they can't work on them, they can't work on these fuses, or they need specialist people and equipment. Which is it's just frustrating for me. It's like, I need a smart meter.
How much? Surely the amp of the fuse. What was? Did you know how many amps your old fuse was then? Because if it's a certain amps, then surely they weren't that high when they if they had asbestos. Because I've got a 100 amp fuse on before it comes to my meter, and I'm like pretty sure there's going to be no asbestos in that. That's fucking. There's no way that would have been a 100 amp fuse originally.
Don't know. All I know is I've had 5 engineers out, and every single one, bar this one's went, "No, I can't work on that."
So he pulled it then, did he?
And he went, "Oh, I shouldn't really." It's like, well, I need it doing, so I want to put solar in. It's like, oh, well, you got to get it done then. And he just pulled it and goes, "Yeah, it's not asbestos." And then
you said you were getting a new gas meter.
I am getting a new gas meter as well.
They do it at the same time usually.
British Gas, do both the electric and the gas.
Okay.
So and they
British Gas is just a power company now.
Yeah. And they upgraded both of them to be smart meters. So yeah, done that, and so we've got a little dashboard in the lounge that's telling us how much electric we're using, and we keep looking at it when we put the kettle
Does
on.
it beep at you?
It
Have you got a
doesn't beep.
beeper? No, I haven't got a beeper.
No.
Mine just says
Have
you're
you
over
started
budget.
turning things off?
You're over budget all the time, constantly. It says I'm over budget. I'm like, fuck off!
Sorry, wasn't Brexit supposed to be getting rid of all this shit?
What are you talking
My dad was always banging on about smart meters or something like that when Brexit.
Well, why don't you want a smart meter?
Probably because fucking Europe said we should have them. I don't know. This is that's a Brexit thing. Don't get me.
Is it? I don't think that's a Brexit thing. That's an electric company. All of our electric companies are run by fucking European companies.
No, I know.
It's too fucking late. It's too fucking late.
What was the fucking? Oh, the main arguments for the Brexit when I used to talk about it with my parents were fucking smart meters, size of Hoover motors or something, suction device.
Oh, because you couldn't have high enough watts anymore.
Oh my god!
Because your Henry wasn't 120 fucking watts; it was 80 watts.
Yeah,
well, so it didn't suck as well.
More like 800. Yeah.
Irregular shaped bananas. That was another one.
Do you know what?
Bendy cucumbers.
Turns out that was all a load of fucking bollocks.
You think?
It? All right, let's not go there.
So yeah, I've now got some smart meters in my house, which is good because I needed that.
Good.
Before getting solar.
Right.
But he's definitely doing the solar thing then.
No. I'm not definitely. But I've got a guy coming over
he's
next
ready
week.
if he wants to. He's ready to go.
It's not just solar. You get lots of other things that you can have with a smart meter.
Yeah.
Like flexible tariffs. We can talk about flexible tariffs if you like.
We'll talk about that when it's closer to the thing. But yeah,
when me and Fraser ain't here.
But yeah, that's it. That's me week.
All right, Neil.
Well, related to new meters, I didn't actually put it on the show notes, but I have ordered my car charging point.
I wouldn't mind a car update, actually. I think we're due one.
Well, my car charging point is going to take approximately 2 months, I think, to get fitted.
Where does that come from?
I've ordered it through my my electricity and gas provider, Octopus.
So they'll come in and put it in.
So I've paid them £1,150 for supply and fit of the charger.
Oh, yeah.
That's a standard installation cost, so hopefully when they get here, it will be standard and they won't have to charge me anymore. I've got to make a video of where I want the cable to run. I had an email today, but so once I have to get approval from the actual electricity board, who provide the electric, because they can only have so many domestic chargers on their grid, or if they don't have the capacity, then they need to fucking do some other shit to give.
They like to know if someone's about to put a big fucking tap on their system and suck a load of the juice out, right?
Yeah, so that needs to be dealt with.
Was that G99?
Huh?
Look at this.
G98?
He knows what he's talking about. Was it G99, Neil? Fuck's sake, come on.
So there's a specific form that you've got to fill in.
No, I haven't filled anything because they do that for you. Octopus done all that because that's why you pay them £1,150. They deal with all of that shit.
They're doing your paperwork. Okay, right.
And I just go, I want a fucking charging point, thanks. And then they send. I had to take a picture of my because they asked me if there was asbestos near my meter, and I was like, I don't fucking think so. I think because I've got a 100 amp fuse, I don't think they need to come and do anything to my property. They've just got to make sure there's capacity on the local grid, basically, and then they can come and fit it. But it's 4 to 6 weeks lead time on the once they get the go ahead from the UK power networks, then it's 4 to 6 weeks before they can come and actually do the fit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've been doing some calculations lately. Is it worth going on a smart rate tariff? Because we already use a lot of electric, like during the day.
Yeah,
if you go on the super cheap charging tariff, I need to do a lot of charging to make it worth my while going onto that tariff before it's like to offset how much it would extra cost me during the daytime for all my normal blah, 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 blah. Anyway, and I watched Interstellar.
How's your car?
What do you mean?
How's your
It's
car?
it's great. I love it.
I don't know how to rephrase that question.
I like my car. I like my car. I want to drive it lots more than my old car, and I need to maybe talk to my insurance company because I only put in the sort of mileage. I did 6,000 miles a year on my insurance, and I was like, feel like I'm probably going to end up doing more miles than that because I actually quite enjoy driving again. Whereas I obviously didn't. It was purely functional before, and not even that. I was just like walking loads of places, and now I'm like, nah, fuck it. I don't feel bad about polluting the atmosphere, so I'll just drive the car.
Yeah. You'll drive less once, it'll come.
Yeah, once the novelty's worn off, maybe.
I wouldn't bother your insurance company. Fuck that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's like 100 miles a week or whatever, 6,000 a year. So I don't really do that many miles still. But yes, car's good.
How's it stereo?
It could be better, but it's fine.
Right.
It's an upgrade on what I had before, I would say. But because it does all like, connect into the phone and all that shit instantly.
Discovered any new gadgets and stuff that have you made you like? You're like, ooh, that's cool.
I don't know. I found them quite a lot quite quickly. I think. Like, I did actually use the adaptive cruise control the other day because I was driving.
Oh yeah.
Oh, where we went? I think I was on the A5 dual carriageway, and it was like I was just like, oh, I haven't used this before, so I pressed it on, set my speed to 62 miles per hour, whatever, and just see what happened. And then like someone would come past me because I was only doing 62 miles per hour, obviously, and then they'd put in front of me, and my car would just slow down gradually, and then it would pick up speed once they'd got far enough away from me. I was like, oh, this is actually quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's neat.
So
the one thing I noticed on that with the adaptive on ours is that it can be a little bit shitty if the traffic is beat up and people are constantly coming in, because mine keeps quite a distance between.
It needs to be,
us.
yeah. I think it's set to have maximum safety distance. Basically.
Right, and of course, what happens is it's a big enough gap. People are coming into it all the time. Yeah. So if people come into the gap, then my car, then it's suddenly it's quite a noticeable
harsh break.
It's a harsh break, right? But I am quite impressed that sometimes if your traffic is moving and you're accelerating and it detects someone comes in front of you and that car is pushing away from you, is like going faster than you. The car knows and it doesn't apply the brake. It goes, oh, he's going to.
Do you have a little display?
So, yeah.
It's like I've got a little right in my driver display in front of me. There's like a little like image. There's like the road, like just a straight line, sort of basic. This is the road, and there's a line, a horizontal line across the road, which is obviously like the sort of safe distance, and obviously that is dependent on your speed. So if the car is past the line, it doesn't slow down, and then if it comes in front of the line, it will slow down until it goes past this little line, and then it sort of maintains speed with that car, or until it reaches whatever speed you set it to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. I do like. Yeah. I don't think I'll get. We're looking at maybe going a bit long distance. Me and my wife, maybe on a little road trip, maybe or maybe we'll bring Adam. I don't know. We'll go for a little break for a few days and take that car.
Plan your charging journey.
Well, thing is, like, I was like, oh, how far is it to the Isle of Wight? My wife suggested going to say, well, I could easily get there on one, like half a charge, because it's like 100 miles or whatever. So you can go quite a long way without having. I can go. I put in Fistral Beach, which is obviously right in fucking Cornwall, Newquay, and it only needed to do one stop for a charge.
I had a fucking great argument the other day, discussion with somebody. By somebody, I mean my dad. And he's like, he was going to. So we have a friend of the family. He got given an electric car for reasons, whatever reasons. He gets a car.
What, through work?
And normally, it's not through work. It's through some disability sort of thing.
Motability type thing.
Motability. I don't know what the exact details.
Pays like fucking £10 a week for a brand new car, basically.
Yeah, so probably something like that. Anyway, so before they had a petrol car, and now they gave them an electric car. And my dad's sitting there going, these bloody people, they gave him an electric car and he drove down to go see his parents and he didn't have enough electricity and he couldn't get back again. I mean, do these people even think what they're giving to people? And I'm like, so why didn't he just fucking have his car charged? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is the fault of the people who gave him the car.
Would he drive all that way with no fucking petrol in his car?
No, I know.
Oh,
it's
obviously.
just fucking bonkers arguments. I don't know. It's just my faith.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
That's good.
I did have a bit of a. Over the weekend, last weekend, I got down to the point where my car went, could you please fucking charge me? Because it was like down to like 15% battery or whatever. And I was like, it's fine. I'll just go to work on. I was like, it was Sunday.
You just type in on its display, shut your whore mouth.
Yeah. I was just like, it's all right, mate. Just chill, bro. I'll get you a charge tomorrow. You'll be fine. So I was just like, I'll just take it to work and charge it. So I'll go in a bit early, 5 minutes early, make sure I've got time to plug it in and I'll charge it when I get to work. So what do you think happened when I got to work on Monday?
All the charges were full.
All the fucking charges were full. I was like, hey.
So I was like, you dumbass.
I was like, went out. Like,
does your car have like a proper robotic voice and talk to you? That would be fucking.
I'll tell you what, it's one thing I have got. One negative so far about my car is we'll just be talking in the car, whoever's in the car, and every so often the car will just go, "What would you like me to do?" It will come up, and I was like, "I'd like you to just shut the fuck up and not just get on with what will let us carry on chatting. Like, what are you fucking doing?"
Yeah, just do your job.
Just shut up and leave me us talking. We were just having a conversation. What did someone say that suddenly made you pipe up and fucking watch what?
What is my purpose?
So that's like a little bit like voice control. It's like, no, I don't need that. There should be a thing like a mute button. Just go no, or you should have to press a button to activate voice thing, shouldn't you?
You must be able to turn it off.
I don't know.
Yeah, there'll be a setting saying like, you know, voice commands
always on or on.
Yeah.
Like, there's a button I think that's got like a voice, like a fucking person with a fucking wink. I was like, that's what I should have to press for it to work.
Well, they used to be like that. I think on one of my first cars, they had that. You had to press a button to do the voice thing, and it was just
that's
for
better.
all the rigmarole. You know, I'd press the button, speak into it. It doesn't recognize you. Go, fuck it. I'll just put the volume up on the radio myself.
Yeah, I could just press the button that's right below the voice control button that ups the volume. Yeah. So yeah, voice control can get fucked basically, but other than that, I like my car a lot.
Good stuff. All right, good to hear it. All right, let's move on then to what we've been playing.
I didn't talk about Interstellar.
Who wants to go first?
No spoilers.
Have you not seen Interstellar?
Go on. Yeah, I don't think it's as great as everyone says it is, but it's all right.
Oh, I liked it.
I liked it.
Excellent. You liked it.
Pure no spoilers.
I didn't.
I liked it.
It's not that I didn't
50-50.
like it. I thought it was okay, but I think it's this continuous Christopher Nolan honk fest that's going on. Everybody thinks, you know.
It could have been 20 minutes long, that film, in my opinion.
No, I kind of liked it. You're like, at the point, it was like, at a certain point, you're like, well, I know exactly what's fucking going on here. So, there we go. There was that.
What have you been playing, Neil?
I've only been playing one game.
Anyone told you what a great addition you are to the team, Pilch?
No. No one has.
No.
Surprising.
No, they haven't, have they?
Come on, it's getting late. I'm tired.
He's got his fucking pyjamas on already.
Come on then, Neil. You start.
So, Ender Lilies Quietus of the Nights is all I've been playing all fucking week.
Have you played this before?
We talked.
I feel like this was talked about 6 months ago or something.
A long time ago. I picked this. I re-picked this back up a couple of weeks back. Obviously, last week was Resident Evil Village week, and I just played that all week. But I was previously playing this before Resident Evil Village. But a long time ago, I started this game. I don't know, for whatever reason.
I think I remember you mentioning it before.
But this time, I've been playing it a lot.
Oh, you in
And I'm up to like 24 hours of total playtime according to the game.
Oh, that's where you've been this week.
It's quite a lot of game. So it's like a 2D Metroidvania. And I'm right near the end. I've seen an ending, but it was a really shit ending. But it was one of those endings you're like, well, I'm not fucking. That's not the end of the game. That's not an ending I'm having, because there's obviously loads more stuff that I haven't done. So I don't know how many endings. I think there's 3 endings that you can see, but it does. Well, at least one of them you can just see and then carry on playing. You just go back to the spawn point, basically. Reload. It literally comes out to the main menu. I was like, what the fuck? No way, that's the end of the game. And I just continued from where I was and didn't go back to that point. Or I did go back there and checked. It was all gone. It was all gone. Everything I'd done. It recognised I'd done it, and I just could carry on. But yeah, so now I'm at the point where I think I've beaten all of the big bosses. There's 2 types of bosses and mini bosses. And the big bosses, they give you like a red spirit, these are your powers, your attacks basically. But some of them, as well as getting like an attack, you get an ability, like your Metroidvania type abilities.
Right.
So I think I now have all of the abilities that I need to go everywhere in the map. So the last one I got was to unlock these doors that have been there for ages. And I was like, how the fuck do you unlock these doors? And now I have that ability to unlock those doors.
Nice.
And I have to go around and find. So there's like on the map, they're like rectangular shaped rooms with like lines between them, where like which way you go to them from another room or whatever. And then there's little red dots where you haven't been through an exit in each room. So it's quite easy. You can do like a fast travel from like a rest point. And there's usually one of these red dots in a room quite close to one of the rest points that I haven't been able to get through yet. So that's what I'm doing right now. I had to watch a video. I didn't have to. I watched a video for the most recent boss because I was like, this feels like this guy's got lots of health. So I was just see if I'm doing this right. So I watched a video. And this guy killed the boss in about fucking 15 seconds.
I didn't answer your question the way you wanted
I was like,
it to.
Okay, so I looked at it and I was like, and he shows at the end, it's like shows you the build. It's like max level this, max level that, max level this, max level that. I'm like, I haven't got any. It's like, this is no fucking help to me. I haven't got any max level fucking weapons on everything. I've got none of my skills are maxed out. And I was like, and especially the one that he showed me I was using, I was like, well, I never fucking even use that one anymore because I thought it was shit. So I haven't put any points in it at all. So I was like, well, that was fucking pointless. Because the thing is, there's so many fucking skills that you pick up, like attack skills, that you need all these resources to like upgrade to the max. That, you know, you pick and choose. You get to go, well, I like this one, so I'm going to upgrade this one. And maybe that's not the one, I don't know. But I did beat the boss in the end anyway. I watched that video, I was like, well, that was no fucking help whatsoever. But at least I know I'm not doing anything fucking stupid. And It does, like I say, that was a tricky, but it's not like fucking Hollow Knight, Silk Song or anything like that stupidly hard. Like, you have to be pixel perfect on things like that on that game to be like finishing the bosses.
Would I like this game?
I think it could do. I think it's worth, like, it's on Steam regularly for like about £3 or whatever.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know at the minute, but it's like 75% off. It's not mega price in the first place, and it's quite often on sale for like 75% off or whatever, or 90% off. Because obviously there's a sequel, so now like the sequel will be the one. But yeah, so I've really got into it. It's like, you notice that because it's about every time you kill a boss, you're sort of purify them afterwards. So you let the blight out of because they've sort of been like taken over by this horrible force, and you're learning about this through the game. The blight, they call it. And you notice that your character
AI
is it's the plague. They take in on, like, as they purify more and more bosses, their appearance changes and they start growing all this fucked up shit out of them and all that stuff. But it doesn't change your abilities. But yeah, some of the ability, the attack stuff is cool. Your mobility gets cool. And yeah, it's like I say, available. I don't know if it's on Xbox or anything like that. It's definitely on PlayStation, but it's on Steam. I don't know if it's on Xbox. Probably on Switch, but for your £3 or £4 possibility purchase when it's on
sale. It's $31 right now, so I've added it to my wish list on Steam.
Yeah, it'll definitely go on stupid cheap at some point. And yeah, so I feel like in the next time I play it, I might see at least one more ending.
Okay.
So I'm quite near the end.
All right.
Just like I say, fast traveling around all the points that I can see that I haven't been, and hopefully they'll be done soon, and then I can move on to something else. I don't know what that'll be though. Okay. I am tempted. Marathon's on sale. No, you're not interested? It's 20% off. It's not mega price anyway. I'm like, it's like that's in my sort of. I might just buy that. It's like £28, I think. I'm like,
maybe
I might buy that.
Oh, it's still a lot of money.
£28.
I don't know, it's not the money. It's not really the money. It's the bandwidth of devote going to another shooter. I don't know. Maybe we're due for a spongy. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Dave. Dave's got quite the list.
My list. I've started playing Battlefield 6 again.
Right on.
Because why the fuck not? Talking about shooters.
I don't know.
It's a hell of a game. It's great.
How much has it changed since the last time you played it?
Quite a lot. Where there's different maps and different modes. There, a lot of the featured ones are pushing a lot more the casual. So you got probably 12 players and filled out the rest with bots, which sounds okay, but it's actually quite fun. I've played a few games of that.
Bots are shit at shooting at you. Turns out usually.
Bots, they're not bad, but they are very much bots. So yeah, you still gotta be careful. You can't just run around because one, there's other players on the other team which will wreck you. But two, if you just are playing silly buggers, they will kill you because the time to kill is quite quick on Battlefield 6. There's some really good modes where you've got like basically a theater over a couple of different maps, and it sort of takes an aggregate of you play defending or attacking, and then it sort of over a couple of maps it works out who's the winner out of the lot, which is quite cool. So they use quite some of like more indoor and smaller maps for that, so that it's normally quite quick. Yeah, it's I haven't when I logged in there was like sort of a cacophony of unlocks and changes and this like messages and all this has changed and you're now on this level of the Battlefield battle pass thing. I was like okay, right, this is a bit overwhelming. I've the last time I loaded it up was about 2 or 3 months ago, and yeah, it was just bombarded with like, oh, this has changed and this is done, and you're now this level, and when you've got all these unlocks, and it's like, for fuck's sake, I just want to play. So yeah, I wish they'd have a bit more of a think about that for returning players, because I'm sure a lot of people picked this up to start with, played it quite a bit for the first couple of weeks, and then sort of put it down. But kind of going back to it, yeah, it needs a bit more of a.
There's been a lot of weapon balancing changes, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So, but no, it's good, really good. It just looks amazing. It just blows my mind how good it looks.
Did you play the campaign?
Huh?
Did you play the campaign?
No.
I totally forgot.
I don't play the campaign.
Till I was just going through some videos.
No, it's interesting.
I know. Yeah, sorry, I know why I picked it up, because they said they're going to bring back the to Ajima, the classic map, the island map that has been in most of the Battlefield games.
Battlefield 1943 or whatever.
40, yeah, and Battlefield Heroes, that was on there as well, and I think it was in. It's been on a lot of different Battlefield games. I can't remember the exact name of it, but
Iwo Jima, is it?
Iwo Jima, that's it. Yeah.
Nice.
So they're going to bring that back. So I was quite looking forward to that. So yeah, I just picked it up. Thought, oh, I'll play a bit more, and yeah, got really into it. Yeah.
No, I saw something posted today that said they're making a Battlefield 6 movie, and they said, "Oh,
yeah, Battlefield movie."
It's the Battlefield movie," and somebody said, "Oh, it's the best-selling game of last year." I was like, "Really?"
Jared Leto in it.
Oh, is he?
I don't know.
Let's hope so. He's great.
It feels like I saw something about someone who was in it. I can't remember what it said. Oh, Michael B. Jordan is involved. That's what I saw.
That's what I saw. Yeah. All right. What else?
Kiln.
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 Saw that today
Kiln.
on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's a game by Digital Devolver, I think it is.
Okay. Now I'm interested. Devolver Digital. I was a bit like,
Yeah.
I do like their games usually.
Let's have a look at store page. No, I can't. Okay, so store page. Never mind. Yeah. It's a 4v4 battle.
Oh, it's Double Fine.
Double Fine.
Double Fine.
Double Fine. Sorry.
Less interested now.
Really? Double Fine's great.
Oh no, but Devolvers is like I like Devolver games generally. That's why.
Fair play.
So you play as a spirit that inhabits the pottery, and you can build your own pottery, and depending on how you build your pottery, how big or small, or how much it can contain of water, it changes what basically your type of character, type of battler you have, and there's like 6 different types that you can have that has different abilities, different attacks. And
we're just making clay pots on the video right now.
And they're making clay pots on the video, and that's part of it as well. You've got to make your own, and basically you customize it by.
So is this your weapon that you craft?
So this is the character that you inhibit.
Oh, nice.
So
you can actually throw the pots.
You actually throw the pots. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
There is a little bit of jank, and you can like just make just very bad things. But the battling part of it is that it's 4v4. You're on a little playing field, and I've played like 3 or 4 different levels, and they're like one had boats going around it, and one was like different jumping pads between like a central area, and then you jump to the enemy's area, and you've got to basically collect water in your pot and throw it on your enemy's kiln, and it takes a certain amount of water. To douse the fire. So it takes a certain amount of water to remove one of the lives of the kiln. Each kiln has 3 lives in total. And so if you're a small pot, you're really quick, but you have less health, and you can only hold a certain amount of water, so you can't douse as much water as you wanted. But if you're one of the bigger pots, you've got lots of water, but you're slower, but you've got more health, but you can throw more water. And it's a game of defense, attacking and defense, and
Battlefield with pots.
On a battlefield with 3 other randos on your team and 4 people on the other team. It can get quite hectic, but yeah, it's a good game. I can see why it came to Game Pass. I think it did come to Steam as well, but yeah, it looks good. It plays very well. But yeah, I'm probably not going to play much more of this. As a 4v4.
Is this not like a Super Battle Golf replacement potentially?
No.
On a Friday night, late night.
No, it's more it's competitive. So
you can team up together though, probably against other teams there, surely.
Probably.
Like you can invite friends together.
I don't think it's for us. Maybe, I don't know. It's free, so why not?
We'll try it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, played that. I say it functionally and as a game, it's really good. It's it's not going to keep my attention for too long. But I saw it and I was just like, oh yeah, it looks nice. It plays nice. But yeah.
Is this that's an Xbox first party game? Double Fine, isn't it?
I think they are. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why you buy a Game Pass, you see? Day one.
There you go.
First
There
party.
you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's just double check if it did come to Steam. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's
It's
on
on
Steam.
Steam. Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
on PlayStation, I imagine, as well. This sort of
Yeah.
game. This is not an Xbox exclusive, is it?
I don't know if there's crossplay. So I could probably search it up, but I can't bother. But yeah. With that, and
That looks like a perfect Switch game, honestly.
Perfect Switch game, maybe. So and then I'll talk about my last one is Scratchy. I've talked about this before. I think Fraser.
You've talked about the demo of this before.
Yeah, I played the demo of this as well.
Yeah.
I could say I definitely could be tempted with this if it wasn't the fact that this is a game about playing Scratch Off. So there's something just doesn't sit right with me. Playing the demo and trying it was pretty cool. Dedicating to a full game, I'm not sure about.
Yeah. So there's, to be honest, the demo is like about a quarter of the game.
Right.
And it's just repeating the same thing until you get to the end. And then you get to the end, and then basically you've upgraded your luck so much, and you get so much money. And there's a few other things as well, but you get to a point where you scratch the death card and you beat death, basically.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a death card.
Yeah, so it's the death card on the demo is that you can't beat. You can't get enough luck. But it's basically more the same. It's I'm not going to say it's any that much different. I put 10 hours into it. It was very addictive.
Of the full game, not the demo.
Of the full game. Good thing about this game actually, it does recognise your previous demo. And it starts you off from the point where it starts off where you finished there, which was handy because I booted up. I was like, oh wow, it actually remembered. So I'd already what's it called, ascended, or I don't know what it's called, basically progressed past the end a couple of times. So I had quite a few upgrades already, which was good. And then I've nearly 100% of it. I looked at what I needed to do to 100% the achievements in Steam, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I've got to play it, like repeat it about five times, and it takes about 20 minutes per game. I'm like, I can't be asked to do that now. So, but yeah, it's a fun little distraction.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely there's some accessibility settings that you need to enable so you don't absolutely ruin your wrist because yeah. But yeah, no, it's a fun little game. Scratchy. If you think you'd like it, download the demo. And
the demo was enough for me. It was.
Yeah,
it was
that'll tell you everything you need to know about the game. Yeah, if you want more, you can buy the game. If not, don't worry about it. That's it for games for me.
All right, nice one. Thank you, Dave. Should I just go next? I've got only one on here, which is called The Artisan of Glimmith. I was listening to the Veteran Gamers last week, and Duke and Stu had played this and were speaking quite highly of it. It is a puzzle game. I bought it. I downloaded the demo and then I bought it. Yeah, it's just a charming
Not
little.
refunded it yet?
No, I'm well into it. Yeah, no, I'm well into it. I'm into the. So basically, what it is, you have, let's just say, you're top down looking at sort of like courtyards or whatever, and based around the courtyard are little plinths, and on top of the plinth you get a puzzle gets dropped on it, and you click on it, and you hover over it, and it gives you a number from 1 to 7, I think it is. 1 being the easiest, 7 being the hardest. Obviously, at the start of the game, the goal is to just click on a bunch of these plinths, and every time you complete a puzzle, it completes a major window in the area. Once the major window area is done, you can get access to another area or progression. I mean, whatever. It's all the way it's dressed up nicely, presenting you all these puzzles to do. But basically, you're sort of presented for each puzzle, you're presented with a grid, usually the grid is empty and you just have to shoehorn. You have to basically color in the grid of shapes, and every grid is presented. You're presented with a number of rules for filling that grid in. For example, it might say you can only have like a Tetris L and a cross. Those are the only shapes you're allowed to shoehorn into this grid somehow. And so you got to figure out the way it is. And it gives you tools to do that. You can block off bits, you can make notes or whatever. The ones that sort of level 1 and 2 puzzles are usually very straightforward. Once you get into the 3, 4s and ups, they start to get a little bit more mind bendy. But the more you're playing it, it's like a Sudoku or something else. The more puzzles you do, the more tricks and little things that get revealed, and you understand how to finish the puzzles. And then and as you're going through, it continually just throws in some new little puzzle aspects, like one of the grids, it'll have a load of different symbols, and your shapes have to include one of each symbol or whatever. There's no point in me going into too much detail and trying to explain it, but the basics are that they're short, sharp. It's fairly short, sharp puzzles until you get into the larger, higher numbered ones. But I just couldn't put it down this week. I just was doing puzzle after puzzle. I've completed 100 puzzles roughly, I think, so far. I actually have no idea how many more puzzles there are. I've certainly left behind puzzles in some of the areas. Like, you have your area and it tells you need 25 puzzles to progress, and then it'll tell you that actually there's 33 puzzles in the area. So, you've got 24 out of 25 to progress. You've done 25 out of the 33 to complete the area. I completed one area, and then it there were even more puzzles. So there seems to be things hidden around in these areas, and you're an isometric view over the land, I will call it. And so different camera viewpoints, suddenly you realize there's a puzzle tucked inside this little shack somewhere or whatever like that. Anyway, you'd have to see it to really understand what I'm talking about. But it's nice. It's a very nice wrapped up puzzle package. I think it cost me I think it was $15-16. Ooh, can't believe I spent that much money on a game. There you go.
Steady on, mate.
I had to. That's a good thing I'm sitting down. But yeah, I like it. I had no problem. Yeah, it's great. Throw some shekels to these guys. They made a very nice game.
I saw that you'd bought it, and I'd heard them talking about it, and I looked at it, and I thought, it does look all right, doesn't it?
Yeah. If you like...
You do? I like a good few puzzle games.
Yeah, and this is... Yeah, like I say, this is more like I think the guys, veteran, the Stu and Duke said the same thing. It's more like a Sudoku-style puzzle game, right? You've got here's an example, complete it. Move on to the next one. Here's an example, complete it. You're not actually dealing in anything larger than that, really. It's just it's a series of puzzles. But yeah, they're nice. The interface works well. The more I played it and got used to the controls, they seem to work very well. They have some nice intuitive stuff in there.
So it looks like there's a big open world where you go through and do these puzzles separate, like in a like specific area.
Yes.
Are you navigating through that? Is it like a first person you walk?
No. You're just looking down from an isometric view from above. Yeah, and you just if you can see, usually if there's a plinth and a puzzle needs to be solved still, not all plinths are open for you to solve. You have to sort of, even if you get into an area and there's 24 in there, it won't give you access to all of them straight away. You have to You do one and then it opens up maybe 2 or 3. You do 2 of those, it opens up some more or whatever. Like, you don't have to do every puzzle. And it's interesting, like you'll get, like I had one puzzle and I think it was rated like a 2 or a 3 and I wasn't really having any sticking points. I just couldn't figure it out. I was just, what the hell, real head scratchers. And then I'm sure there are other people who will find other puzzles that you just go, I have no idea, but you see it first time. There's loads of stuff to see and figure out and logic, and yeah, it's cool. It's really nice and it's fair and it's really like chilled. It's a good, nice chilled vibe as well. That's probably the main thing.
Does it work on your streaming to your Apple TV or not? It looks like a mouse game, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't. I've only played it with the mouse. I'm sure maybe there's keyboard or whatever support. I could sort of see how that would work. I would, knowing some of the mechanics they have in there with with some line drawing that you need to do, I would say a mouse and keyboard is probably the way forward. Yeah. Or an iPad would probably work very well. But yeah, it's good. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw this on the iPad at some point. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I recommend it to people who like puzzles. The Artisan of Glimmith. That's all I got.
Good.
That
must be me then, is it?
Oh no, yeah, you played the game, haven't you?
I
God, you've been there
game.
sitting there nice and quiet for ages.
I'm just listening to the puzzle game. I might actually play that if it comes to game. If it comes to Apple
Arcade.
Yeah. So I have only played one game this week, and that is Resident Evil Requiem. I'm still playing that. Probably
So it
played
sold
it for about
7 million copies. Did you see that? It's the fastest Resident Evil to 7 million, apparently.
It is very good. I would go as far as to saying it's better than Village, which I thoroughly enjoyed last month. It is good. The only thing I don't like about it is Grace can't carry many things. And
she's only a girl.
I'm quite often, well, I've realised now that I don't really need to heal. So if I need to make space for something I've just picked up that I actually need, I'm just dumping herbs or stims.
Well, yeah, she's got like
whatever.
2x4 slots on her inventory by the look of it.
Yeah. You can. I have upgraded her. I think she can have 8 things now.
That is 2x4.
But I'm still. Is that? Oh shit! Is that all you can upgrade it to then?
I don't know. I've just seen 2x4 on the screen.
2. I think
so
I
8
might have.
times.
I think I might have more than that now. Then. Anyway, she can't carry many things. And there's a lot of stuff to pick up.
She doesn't look like she's got any pockets or anything, to be fair. She's not carrying a handbag either. So, you know,
she's not.
Immediately cuts down her inventory capacity.
She's wearing. I've got her in the girl with the big boobs from Village. What was her name?
Lady Dimitrescu.
Yes, I've got her outfit because Daisy paid for the premium version.
Is she about 10 foot tall now as well then?
No, she's the same size, but she just looks like her. So yeah, infantry is a bit of a problem. When you play Leon, he's fucking got about 40 slots for some reason.
Well, he's covered in little pouches to put everything.
So I've had to go on. I've had to look at twice. I've had to watch YouTube to find where to get something, to get something else, to get something else. It's very. I didn't find it very intuitive at all. There's one I have to get this key off of someone and then unlock something else. Because I'm not going to get any spoilers, but it's quite a big story bit.
Literally, I can't believe it. She's literally just picked up what looks like a handbag on the video. It's called a hip pouch, but it does actually look like a handbag.
Yeah, it does look like a handbag. There's no way I would have worked out where to go and to get this thing to go back all the way across the map to get another thing. So obviously people do work it out, but I'm too thick. So that annoyed me a little bit that I had to get a video. The second clip I had to watch, yet again, you're being fucking chased by something. And you have to keep cutting through rooms to avoid this.
There's a man with a big meat cleaver chasing her now.
Oh yeah, I've killed that fucker. He's gone. That's the chef. So I kill everything. Because then when I go back, I haven't got to worry about the fuckers trying to kill me for the 15th time. So when I meet things, I just kill the fuck out of them and then I'm okay. Because you're back and forwards all the time. If you run past 3 zombies in a corridor, you're fucking coming back 2 minutes later and you've got to run past the bastards again. So I just kill them all.
There you go. You're thinking about future Pilch. That's good.
Yeah. But she's like this all the time, like whinging and whining around the fucking house. As soon as you take Leon, oh my God, shotgun comes out. There was this thing that I had to keep avoiding. Great big fat bloke. He's so big, right? He's got this big fat ass. His ass is hanging out of his trousers at the back. He's huge, and he can only just fit through the corridors. And he's going like this, squeezing through all these corridors, and it's so funny. Anyway, you can't get past him because he's so big. So you have to keep. There's lots of rooms that sort of have got one door on one side and one on the other, and then sort of makes a square. So when he goes past, you can run through, go to the next corridor, and then he's behind you. Or you're so anyway. So for about 20 minutes, I'm doing these puzzles, and this bloke keeps trying to chase me, or I keep coming across him, and I'm fucking pumping him with bullets, and it ain't doing nothing. Then something happens, and then you switch to Leon. He comes down, picks up shotgun, fucking laments him with a shotgun, and he's dead within like 10 seconds, right? Okay, I'll carry on. So he's just gung ho, and just literally laying waste to everything. He's just killing the zombie that would take her about 10 shots with a pistol, a knife in the throat, and a few melee yeehaw kicks to get him down. He just comes in, bang bang, shotgun, and splatters into a million bits. Move on. But he's not following her. He's on a different path, but he's in the same building. So everything that she comes across and experiences, he comes across it as well.
You get to choose. You can't choose when to switch. This is like all.
No.
It's all fixed.
It's all fixed. Yeah.
So how does it work? Would you have to get to like a sort of checkpoint or sort of thing?
Yeah, you get to that part in the story, and a couple of times he's came in. Something's happened to her, and he's appeared and saved her.
Yeah, and then do you switch that sort of thing?
Yeah, and then something happens again, and she goes off, and then you're suddenly him. But I would say in about 6 hours I've played it, I reckon 4 of them have been her. It's her story, really. He just comes in and mops shit up. But she's all entwined in this typical Resident Evil. Something happened to her when she was younger, or she's been made, or whatever. I haven't found out yet, but she's the main part. She's been kidnapped by this bloke, takes her to hospital, and it's all about her. And he's just sort of come across it. He got called to it as an incident. Someone's died, or someone's been kidnapped, or whatever. And he's
love killing zombies, though.
Story. He does love killing zombies. He's talking to someone somewhere else. He's on a earpiece.
What's her name? Is it the same woman from 4?
Yeah, blonde girl. Yeah.
What's she called?
Short hair. I can't. Is it Rose? No.
Oh no, Rose is in Village.
Is it?
She's the kid from Village, isn't it, Rose?
Yeah, I can't remember what her name is, but she's on. She comes on every now and then because they've both got this T virus.
It's like a code name he gives her in 4. I can't remember what her fucking name is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Veronica. Code name Veronica.
It's not that.
But it's so well done. It's very good. I've just had to carry a little something, and then you couldn't kill the zombies. You had to just run or barge past them because she was carrying something. There's the usual, the standard bit where something you get. It's in every single one. You suddenly drop down to somewhere, and all of a sudden something's coming towards you to kill you, and you've got to work out. It takes you about 3 goes to work out how to get out of its way so it goes past behind you. It's in every single bloody game, every single Resident Evil. So that was in there, and they're just bloody good, aren't they?
Yeah, I was just looking to see. I'm 3 in line now, 3 before me before I get it from the library, so it's getting there close.
I'm not giving any spoilers at all. I'm trying to skirt round, but it's really the characters.
It looks amazing.
Oh, it's
like
the best thing.
graphics.
It is definitely the best game I've seen. Especially when they go in, the cutscenes are just something else. It's really bloody.
I was just watching her
really...
run around the mansion. I mean, this is what the video I've had on. It's in you're playing Grace, but it's in third person, so you can see her running around as well. Which obviously is not
Right,
the way you're supposed to play it.
Yeah, you're supposed to play her first person because she's all vulnerable and it's all close up, and he's supposed to be third person because he's just fucking. So you can just see what he's shooting at and pointing at. He moves a lot faster than her as well, but I'm playing it both in first person because I prefer it. You can do either or either. Yeah, I'm playing it in first person with both of them.
I think I'd just play it as it was given to me to start with.
Yeah, it gives you, as soon as literally the game starts, and in the options list it says, do you want to do this, or do you want to keep it as this, or do you want to change it? I just changed them both to first person. I don't like it's. I just feel it's sometimes a little bit clunky. Well, Resident Evil has always been a bit clunky with the movement, so it just feels.
I have to say, Village was really good with a controller for a first person game on PC with controller. That did actually handle really well.
All the puzzles are there. They're very clever. Just that some of them a bit too fucking clever for me. and it is the majority of I've played at the moment is old style in a mansion. It's 1 and 2. It's just going through the building, unlocking things, moving to the next room, then you can go back and pick something up. Oh, I've got a key for this, and off you go. But the story is good as well. So yeah, I'm still playing that. That'll probably keep me going until Forza Horizon 6 comes out in a couple of weeks' time.
Is that only a couple of weeks? Or
I think it's about the 16th of May, so it might be 3 weeks.
It's quite soon.
But yeah, it is brilliant. Obviously, I didn't. Daisy bought it, so I've just playing it off.
Hunnigan's the name of the woman he speaks to on the headset. Is the one I'm thinking.
Really?
I think so.
Hunnigan.
I think it's Hunnigan. I might be wrong, but I think that's the one I finally found a name. So I think that might be it. The woman he speaks to. It's like the woman whoever speaks to Snake in Metal Gear.
Isn't that Rose?
No. What?
Isn't it she called Rose in Metal Gear as well?
I don't know. I don't play Metal Gear. I just know it's not like, isn't it? I don't fucking know anything about Metal Gear. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's Hunnigan he speaks to in Resident Evil 4 on the headset.
Right. But as usual, there's something else going on other than what's going on. We'll find out at the end what it's all about. But very, very good. So Resident Evil and Resident Evil are probably the two best games I've played this year.
Well, it's only April.
Yeah, well,
that's good.
Don't think
there's anything else
coming out. Yeah, I think you will. Did you play Village? You did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's many I haven't played.
Village was much better than 7.
Village was great. Yeah. I agree. All right, good.
As a person who has not even got anywhere near finishing 7, because I just couldn't get on with it.
Well, I just finished 7 by going through a walkthrough and just get me through this as quickly as possible.
That doesn't sound like a great experience.
It wouldn't. Well, actually, it was an okay experience because it's like, oh, you don't want to miss this. This is over in this corner. There's ammo over here. So I was never really, it was by my side, right?
I'm watching Requiem, and it reminds me of 2. Watching Grace walking around, it's like this looks like her, like the police station in 2. I kept
when I was walking around, the layout kept reminding me of something. I don't know whether the mansion is it the mansion. It's definitely set up very similar to another Resident Evil game. The rooms, the main hall. It fit. I just kept thinking, oh, I know where I'm going here. This is all seems a bit familiar. So I don't know whether they just literally cut and paste it from one of the previous games.
Well, like where she unlocks her I swear it's 2, isn't it? You go and do the same sort of mechanic to unlock her in the enhancements in 2. You do that in the 2 remake. You go in and to like a locker room. That's Resident Evil 2, is it?
Yeah, this one you have to put coins in a.
Yeah.
You collect antique coins and then you put them in like a slot machine type thing.
Yeah. I swear
then
there was
that lets
something
up.
very similar in Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. I got given a gun by Leon. A pistol.
Does it have a
So
name?
she's got this little. This is just a big pistol. It's but
I think
I
it might
can't
have
get.
a name.
Is it Leon's big? No, I'm not going to say it.
I think it might be the name of the game.
Oh, is it?
I think
Requiem.
So. Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
Right.
Gun.
But I've never. I haven't found any bullets for it. I can craft bullets, but literally I have like 2 bullets at any time. Whereas the normal pistol,
It's
I've
like
got
the get out of jail free card. Like bam,
well, I've left it.
That's fucking dead.
I've left it in the. Yeah, I've left it in the chest because you've got a storage chest. You can put some of your stuff in, and I've just left it in there because it wasn't doing any good. But you can use a knife, and if you get your melee, but you have to pick it up, and it's fucking it gets damaged.
They break. Oh.
Yes.
See, that's one I really appreciate for going from 4 to village immediately.
It's basically half a scissor.
The village just as a shiv, like in Last of Us.
So you can stab them and use it as melee, or you can, if they grab you, one of your sort of get outs is if you've got a knife, it stabs them in the neck, and then you can get it back off of them when they die. You can pull it back out of their neck and start and keep it, but it does so much damage to it that it's not worth keeping them. And they're dotted about quite regular. So you can kill normal zombies with them. Just about 4 swipes at them and they'll die. But just anything that's not a Pogo standard, you ain't got no fucking chance.
Didn't Village have a knife that had?
Village has an indestructible knife.
Oh, right.
And also,
rocket launchers.
Stuff like indestructible arms if you raise them at the correct moment. But for some other reasons, they can just get completely fucked up.
Magic water.
But this is obviously not like an openy. Well, not that Village wasn't open world, but it had an open area. This hasn't got no open areas. It's on rails. It's all in the buildings. You can't. It's not like a big area where you can walk into loads of different buildings. It's just one. And the idea is to get out of that hospital, basically.
Right.
Which is obviously more traditional type of styly thing. So, that's it. That's me done.
All right. Okay.
I don't get tempted to pay full price for a game very often, but
do it.
It does look good. No, I'm not doing it. There's another game that came out, or it's coming out next week.
What's that?
Saros. On the PS.
What's that?
That's the new Returnal game. The people made Returnal.
Yeah.
Which was getting 10s and 10s and 10s everywhere. I was like, does look quite good. So.
Right on. Okay. All right. Well, look, that's a show as far as I'm concerned. So let's call it there. Anybody in the chat today?
Just Sumu in early. I wonder why he was here. Can't imagine.
Giving it the large. I think they
didn't give it too much of a large, to be fair.
Good. All right. Dave, you want to take us out of here?
Yeah. Thanks for listening to this little podcast. See previous episode for all the things that I've said. Steelpodcast.com. Join us on the Discord server.
Dave's ready for bed.
I'm fucking knackered. I only had a 2-hour sleep before the podcast.
2 hours?
Yeah,
I'll be up all
honestly,
night if I had 2 hours.
I'm just knackered. Thanks for listening.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Very good. All right. Okay. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Pilch. Everyone who listened, we appreciate it. Those who sent in stuff, thank you very much. And we shall. Well, I hope you have a nice week, and we'll catch up with you next week.
See you soon.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Later.